The best NAS drives are so much more than just an external hard drive. They can act as backup devices, file shares, and personal cloud servers, all while your main computer is off, meaning you can access your files even when you don't have your laptop or computer to hand. A NAS drive works as personal storage for any kind of device, including the best laptops, best 2-in-1 laptops or best lightweight laptops, so you can keep your files and media secure at all times. Having a NAS drive allows for quick and easy file sharing without the need for extra hardware. Think of it like having one of the best SSDs connected to all your devices, all of the time. As mentioned in our back-to-school guide, NAS drives are ideal for students who want to keep their coursework secure, as well as carry all their favorite music, movies and photos. NAS drives are a really worthwhile investment, and so we've put together this guide to help you pick the best option for you, and if you're a Mac user. Number 8, QS253D. 3D. Here's a stylish, powerful NAS from QNAP that would suit someone who needs a drive that's comfortably above the budget end of the market without getting into the heavy-duty business models that can cost a significant amount of money. This is quite a pricey drive, but it's not that pricey in the grand scheme of NAS drives. You get a couple of drive bays here, 4 GB of RAM, a quad-core 2.0 GHz processor, 5 USB ports, 2 Ethernet ports, and all the usual and excellent software that QNAP bundles with its hardware. Add all of those specs up together, throw in looks that are better than the average NAS, and you can see how the TS253D more than justifies its price. There's also Wi-Fi 6 here, PCIe expansion options, and 4K HDMI output and encoding, so it sets a pace that the more affordable NAS drives on the market can't keep up with. Being from QNAP, you also know the drive is going to be well put together and well supported with software updates in the future. Number 7, Cision DS120J. If you go for a NAS single bay, there are no options for data redundancy. You've essentially just got an external hard drive that also offers network connectivity, so all of your devices can access it. Make sure the data on the drive is backed up somewhere else for safekeeping. All the usual Synology benefits apply here, from solid construction and durability to the quality of the associated software, but as RAM and CPU speed are more limited, this isn't a NAS drive you can rely on for high-end tasks, like encoding video on the fly. If you need an all-singing and all-dancing NAS, you'll need to look elsewhere. Still, not everyone needs high-end performance from their NAS, or multiple drive bays, and if the DS120J suits you, then you can get it for a very respectable price. There's an Ethernet port and 2 USB ports around the back for extra connectivity options. Number 6, Myri's EX2 Ultra. Western Digital drive game a long time, and its NAS drives are polished, reliable, and user-friendly, especially in the case of the EX2 Ultra. In fact, user-friendliness is one of the unit's key strengths, so it's worth a look if you're just getting started with network storage. You get 2 3.5-inch drive bays, 1 GB of RAM, and a dual-core 1.3 GHz processor. Around the back are 2 USB 3.0 ports for plugging in additional drives, allowing access to different users is a breeze. Transfer speeds are quick, and it looks quite nice too, which helps. To see how this stacks up against top competition, then check out the T3 QNAP TS332X vs WD My Cloud Expert EX2 comparison feature. Whatever your budget, there are going to be quite a few top-notch NAS drives to pick from. Number 5, Cision DS218. If you're in the market for NAS drive, then Synology is absolutely one of the brands you should be checking out, and the DS218 is a model suitable for those with more modest needs and a more modest budget. If you need an affordable 2-bay device that's one of the best NAS drives around, it's worth a long look. That 2 GB of onboard RAM gives you a little bit more headroom when it comes to applications and file operations, while the 112 MB per second sequential read and write speeds are decent enough for the amount you're paying. With 2 USB ports here as well as Wi-Fi and Ethernet, you've got a choice of options for transferring data. You can fit drives up to a total capacity of 16 TB in capacity with the Synology DiskStation DS218, So there's a huge amount of flexibility in that regard too. As always with a Synology product, it's simple and straightforward to set up, and comes with a selection of useful software tools for managing files, streaming video files, and so on. Number 4, QS431X. 1X. If you've already done a world of NAS drives, maybe you're looking for a second one, or you want to replace and upgrade your current one, then may we suggest the QNAP-TS431X? A 4-bay, high-performance NAS enclosure that's going to be able to take care of a multitude of tasks at the center of your home, or office, network. With encrypted read and write speeds of up to 312 megabytes per second, the TS431X gives you a serious amount of speed to play around with, as well as a serious amount of security. There's also built-in fast disaster recovery. There are 3 USB ports, 2 Ethernet ports, and even a 10 GB ESFP Plus port for the fastest network needs. You can upgrade the RAM to 8 GB if you need to, which is another sign of the premium level we're at with this NAS drive. Of course, there's a premium price attached too, and for a lot of users this is going to be way more than they actually need, but we'd recommend it as one of the best NAS drives for those who need a substantial upgrade. Number 3, TMASTERF2210. Here's a 2-bay not very much money at all from TerraMaster, a brand that's worth a look if you want something a little different from the norm, and want to save yourself some cash too. While its specs can't match more premium models, it covers all the NAS basics nicely, which will be fine for most people. You do get read and write speeds up to 114 megabytes per second thanks to the quad-core 1.4 GHz processor and 1 GB of onboard RAM, and the drive also supports 3.5-inch and 2.5-inch discs, HDD and SSD. It's possible to pack the TerraMaster F2210 with as much as 16 terabytes of storage, which the majority of users should be happy with. Add in support for MB and Plex media servers, and this is a perfect NAS drive for beginners or for those who won't be placing too many demands on their hardware while it's in operation. If someone tells you that getting started with a NAS drive is expensive, then show them this. Number 2, Synology DS920 Plus. The DiskStation 20 Plus from Synology is going to set you back a significant amount of money, but it's a premium-level NAS drive that justifies its price, and it's packed with features that power users can take advantage of. There's even a dedicated expansion unit, the DX517, for this NAS if you need one. With 225 megabytes per second encrypted sequential reading and writing performance, this is a piece of hardware that isn't messing about, and there are 2 built-in M.2 SSD slots you can take advantage of too. You don't get these sorts of features on cheaper models, and they can make a significant difference to performance. From backing up your computers to having a media streaming library that the whole family can share, the Synology DiskStation DS920 Plus is capable of doing it all, and you can mix together up to a whopping 108 terabytes of storage here as well. You've also got 2 USB ports and an SATA port to make use of besides Wi-Fi and Ethernet. Number 1, QS231P3. There's a whole lot 231P3 from QNAP, which makes some of the best NAS drives in the business. If you're wanting to get started with a NAS drive without spending too much money, then this is definitely up there among the top picks. You get plenty of features and versatility, and it looks pretty stylish too. The drive has 2 Ethernet ports and 3 USB ports, giving you a better than usual range of connectivity options, and there's built-in support for AES 256-bit encryption as well as many of the most popular cloud storage options. As with any QNAP drive, the software support is excellent, and the NAS isn't difficult to set up at all. From snapshots of the system state to the easy photo management features, the QNAP TS231P3 is a more capable device than you might think from the price. Another useful feature here is the ability to hot swap lower capacity drives for larger capacity drives as and when needed, making upgrades a breeze.